The first big organizational test for the Republican presidential candidates is this Saturday with the Iowa straw poll in Ames. And former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney is expected to do very well there. He is the best organized, the best known. The latest survey of Iowa Republicans finds Romney ahead now with 26%. That's a 12 percentage point lead over former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who is not expected to take part in Saturday's straw poll. Kevin Madden is the National Press Secretary for the Romney campaign and joins us now. Kevin, will it be devalued or discounted, the Romney anticipated victory in the straw poll, because you guys are the only ones out there spending real money, and you've been, advertising, right. You're organizing. So does that mean that it becomes less of a factor?
That's how you win votes. That's how you build organizations in places like Iowa. So I think what our organization and what Governor Romney views the Ames straw poll as an important milestone is that it's a chance for us to build up our organization. It's an opportunity for us to make contact with thousands of Iowans on just one day. And the process of perfecting our way towards the Ames straw poll is exactly like the process that's going to bring us victory in January when the caucuses arise. Voter contact, getting out there, knocking on doors, bringing your message to the people of Iowa, and developing an organization that's going to grow all the way through January. So we see this as a wonderful opportunity to perfect our organization and get the governor's message out.
Speaking of getting the governor's message out, I want to give you a chance to explain to our viewers what was going through Governor Romney's mind when he was in an off-air moment during a rather contentious interview on WHO. Let's give a listen to that, and then we'll come back on the other side. Thanks.
I'm not running as a Mormon, and I don't, and I get a little tired of coming on a show like yours and having all about Mormons.
See, I don't mind it being about that.
Yeah, I do.
I agree with the ethics of your church, for Pete's sake.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I.
Well, so I was trying to.
No, you're going to tell me that I'm not a faithful Mormon.
Kevin, did the governor know that, first of all, that there was a video camera there? And was he perturbed? Is he stressed? Is it that this issue of his faith is becoming, as he said, annoying, that they keep coming at it? Or was it that the interviewer, from my reading of the transcript and watching of the video, didn't seem to know very much about his faith?
Well, first off, the governor did not know that there was a tape rolling. This was actually during an interview out in Iowa, and it was during an off-mic moment in the studio. But I think what many people saw in that video is Governor Romney at his best. He's very passionate, he was very engaging, and he was making some very, very cogent remarks in the defense of exactly who he was as a candidate and why he's running for president. I mean, just judging by the fact that the comments that are coming into our campaign and on many of the campaigns, on many of the blogs that have posted that video, you can see that many people responded very positively to Governor Romney, both his remarks and his passion and his engaging style. He was very confident in his remarks, and he's very confident talking about that issue. On the issue of faith, I think that many people will think that there is a fine line for where you ask about how your faith informs your politics, but also to a certain degree where you actually, where an interviewer like that begins to take issue with the governor's faith. Well,
let me ask you about the abortion issue, which has also become so important in Iowa. As the governor tries to explain himself, he, during the debate the other day, said that he had been pro-choice, or had at least accepted a viewpoint when he was governor of Massachusetts that was effectively pro-choice. So isn't he acknowledging that he went against his own values when he was governor of Massachusetts?
I think what the governor was trying to make a case was that there's a very important lesson that you've learned from having the benefit of public experience in public office. When Governor Romney first ran for office, he was effectively taking a pro-choice position that he would not change the laws of a state like Massachusetts, which was a very pro-choice state, even though he was personally pro-life. I think that given some hindsight on that, he has a lot of I think he has an ability to tell people now that having been a pro-life governor, having taken pro-life positions and being firmly pro-life now, that he's learned quite a bit. And in hindsight, public benefit, the benefit of having been in public office, that he's learned quite a bit. But the most important thing that voters are left with, especially during this campaign, is that Governor Romney is pro-life and that he very well respects the sanctity of life. And as governor, if you look at his record, every time a bill came before him as governor, he took the side of life. And that's what's very important to the people of of places like Iowa and New Hampshire that are going to be voting on issues like this, and it's very important to the people of the Republican Party.
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin Madden from the Romney campaign. Very good of you to join us today.
Great to be with you.
And